Hey everybody, Black Mage here, and this is my entry for the challenge for this month, the Touch Up at Red Rocket. So let's just jump in. To get things started, we got our little junk fence here, made out of old recycled vehicles that I assume were once here to be refueled and serviced. Now part of our beautiful fence in here. So we've got all our flags to represent the Red Rocket and a sign for food and drink, weapons and sleep, which sounds absolutely great out in the wasteland. It's probably the one thing you're always looking for. And so as we make our way past our appealing signs letting us know what we got inside. So we can make our way in through here. We got our little signs, we got our lawn flamingo turret. It's the only time I've ever been able to use it, and it's sort of fitted in somewhere. And you know, also we have our Nuka-Cola Quantum Guard, we have our Vim Guard, and we also up the top here, I believe we have our Nuka-Cola Guard. So it's all looking really good. We have our signs here, letting know people all the different drinks we've got. And we've got our Brahmin, and this is probably the best place for you to keep them because no one wants them running through their settlement. So as we come past our signs and our billboards here, we can make our way through. And we can come through to our little entrance here. Just have plenty more signs, really giving you a feel for what we have in store. And also a place for people to make themselves a coffee. Stolen from a Slocum Joe's somewhere in the wasteland. Or not stolen. But anyway. So here, you know, I kept the arms in. I didn't want to delete them. Thought I'd make use out of them. So we've got some nice lights up there. Now here's our restaurant. So the first place is a place where, you know, people can get food. And, you know, they all function in as actual shops and stuff. And over here on the other arm, decided to turn that into a heater. For the people having drinks outside, so it only pumps air now. There's no more fuel to pump, so that's what I think. So here we have our bar. I guess it's like the main feature of the settlement. So as you can see, you know, you have our menus. You know, we've got drinks, everything that you could possibly want. And we also have our little dining area back here for people to have their meals and chill. You know, it's a nice safe place.
Yes.
So as we come into the bar area, or shall I say fight our way through to the bar area, you know, you can see that we there's plenty of space to get service, and you know, there's plenty of people on hand to make sure everybody's happy. We do have a gun range here, so that's one thing I'll show you in a moment. But down here, this bit was inspired by my local pub. You know, I'm English, as you probably can tell, and I like a pub. So this kind of reminds me of my local pub. So we have a pool area in here as well, and you know, out here we have the darts area and a little bar place for people to sit down and relax and listen to a bit of nice classical music. So let's take a little look at the bar anyway. So this is behind the bar. As you can see, they are fully stocked for any sort of large groups coming in, or you know, everyday trade. But I made sure that, you know, it looked nice, and you know, they have the keys there for the motels. There's also the reception area, as you see the little bar at the side. And down here we have the all the food, you know, for the restaurant, all the snacks and stuff like that. So let's take a little look at the gun shop here. So as you can see in the gun shop, it's also a shooting range. Sort of doubles up. We have our little vendor over here with the controls to the shooting range and the lights also. And yeah, it turned out really nice. You know, you're out in the wasteland, you know, Preston Garvey's constantly asking you to do stuff, you know, save a settlement, save a settlement. No, Preston, I just want to go to the pub and chill out, shoot some bullets, and that's how I want to spend my caps. And if you want, you can, and you should, because we need the caps. Please. So well anyway, let's head on outside here. And what we'll do is we'll take a little look at the sort of the bathroom areas and a couple more places. And this is one thing I do love about these little bar tabs. Not only can a settler be assigned to them, they also have like little bottles representing the drinks that would be poured out of each tap. So kudos to whoever did that. It's super impressive. So yeah, in here we have our little medical center and little clinic area. The doctor is away at the moment, but when he is there, you can get service and get patched up on your way through. There's a little place where some of the people have been gambling by the looks of it. And down here we have our showers and lavatory. So yeah, as you come on through here, so like a little laundry workbench sink, keep yourselves clean. And we have our toilets here. These are from a mod which I can't remember, but there's some really cool stuff in there. I'll definitely link it when I get the chance. And up here, we have our little bathroom area, place to bathe. We've got our candles, you can just sit in here and get yourself clean. And so yeah, I made sure there's definitely a place for people to keep up their hygiene, because just because there was a nuclear war doesn't mean that you need to stop washing. I just don't get that. But yeah, so people can wash here. Make sure you keep yourselves clean. So now I guess we'll move on to all of the buildings and sort of the motel part. I wanted to make sure that this wasn't kind of a hotel, but more of a motel and sort of various slash trailer park maybe. So here we have 115. 115 is a small mobile home which has some little shutters that are somewhat carelessly placed, so we'll pop them back up so no one can tell. And it's nice and simple. So it's a 2-bed dwelling. They do have a living slash kitchen area this side as well. They've got a little stove there, and just a place to relax, and everything's kind of quite tidy, despite it not being the most luxurious of places. So above that, we like to make use of all the space. We have 116, which is a staff-only area, and it's a place for the staff to sleep. It's kind of a staff quarters, but they don't have to pay to stay here, and it's a nice place to stay. So they get themselves a bed and they can keep their things here. So you see, we have 4 little bunk beds, a little cooking stove, and they can put up their pictures, and they have a big window so they're constantly freezing and they get wet and are exposed to radiation. But don't worry about that. That is not your problem, that's their problem. Because we have some much nicer places where you can stay. So we're leasing out these 2 APCs as plenty safe. You'll definitely keep out of the radiation. So the person who's leasing this one is currently hoarding a lot of nice things, guns and survival stuff, so there's plenty of space for all your stuff, despite on the outside its small appearance. And we have a little look up here at the other one. So in 114 we have kind of a bit more compact sort of looking place, but there's still another bed and some storage, so trying to make use of the space, but at the same time it is a great place to keep you safe in the wasteland, and comes provided with toiletries and washing goods, because as I said before, hygiene is key. So yeah, so now let's go and have a look at one of the other dwellings, which is actually occupied at the moment. We have a regular. He doesn't like people going in there, although you can get a good look through his broken door. So as we come inside here, it's a sort of an abandoned bus which he's made, and as you can tell, this person probably up to no good. There's a lot of cigarettes and contraband in here, but we don't care as long as he pays his rent. That's all that matters to us. I just figured it's kind of a nice, cool place, and also wanted to point out that it is still the wasteland, and nobody's perfect. Everyone has their downsides, but yeah, so it doesn't really matter. So as we come down here, we will notice on the left there we do have a big sort of trailer there. Before we go in there, we have a nice power armor station. as our guards do need to make repairs, and our guests, if they are fortunate enough to own a power armor, may need to do so. So over here, you know, we have a guy at a little chess table leaning over, and a little workbench, and sort of stuck around the corner here, we have our little makeshift toilet. So up here in the aptly named room 111, it's kind of vault themed, which I thought was cool because I wanted it to be my little home at the Red Rocket. So yeah, you know, we have everything we need. You know, we've got kitchen, coffee machine, and to be fair, it is a bit more luxurious than the others. But then I don't see the other people completing every quest in the game and getting loads of stuff, so it's fair that I probably have nicer things than they do, and that's tough for them, so, and good for me. So yeah, so I decided to make this a nice little player sort of home away from home when I'm visiting this neck of the woods, because I haven't actually built a sanctuary, because it's not the sort of place for me to build. It's a bit big, and I kind of like to make things out of nothing, kind of, so this whole sort of thing is new to me anyway. So over here I decided as entertainment we would have our Radiation King Theatre, and as you come in here, obviously you can get your tickets and your you know, your food and stuff, and you can sit down, chill out, and catch yourself a movie, which I don't have currently because I'm on Xbox and they only have the special videos, and they cost a lot of memory, I'm afraid, so we don't have them right now. But we can have a look at what the settlement is looking like at night. So if I just manage to navigate here, and yeah, so here we go. So I'll leave this one, and thanks for watching. If you like this, you know, this is kind of my first Fallout video, so be sure to give me a like and a subscribe, or not, or whatever. Some criticism, constructive or non-constructive, I'm not really bothered, you know, but it'd be nice to get some feedback. So yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll let you enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks.
I buy and sell.
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that. Thanks for agreeing to help.
Another day of hard work never changes.
I didn't know what we were gonna do. I lost track of how many blisters I got.
Yeah?
Huh?
Yeah?
Yes?
Huh?